All right, everybody, welcome in. It's time to do our brackets for the NFL playoffs. I'm excited after last year. It kind of flopped. This year, I have different expectations. I'm not going to be as bold as I was maybe last year. And I don't even know if it was that bold. I still feel in my heart of hearts that the Browns should have won the Super Bowl last year. It's just the ball didn't roll my way. But anyway, it's 2024. It's a new season, or actually, it's 2025. It's a new season, a new chance to get the perfect bracket. So, starting out with the AFC, we got the Chargers beating the Texans. To me, I think they steamroll there. That's an easy matchup for them. Texans just a lot of injuries don't match up well. Then we go to the Ravens Steelers. I think the Ravens get it done. While that will be a close game, just too much firepower for the Steelers to deal with. Then the Bills and Broncos, another one where it's like, the Broncos can hang in there, but the Bills ultimately have the better team. Their Super Bowl window is now, so they move on. Then going to the NFC side, I got the Vikings beating the Rams. I'm not going to sleep on them anymore. I mean, that's a 14-win team. Last week goes differently. They're the one seed, so I think they get some revenge on the Rams from earlier in the year. And another team that will be getting their revenge is the Commanders over the Bucks. That Commanders team is a lot different from what we saw week one. Jaden's a hell of a lot better player, and that defense is a hell of a lot better. So give me the Commanders there. And finally, to wrap up the wild card round, I got the Eagles steamrolling the Packers here. Eagles are a complete team. They're in their Super Bowl window where the Packers, they've just been hanging around, losing games bad the past couple weeks. They just don't look like that team we saw last year in the playoffs. So let's move on to the divisional round. We got the Chargers Chiefs. I'm calling for the upset. I think the Chargers get it done. It's tough to beat a team three times. The Chargers Chiefs, both games this year were decided by a less than one score. I think the Chargers match up well. If they can cause some turnovers from Mahomes, where Herbert's very smart with the ball, really doesn't turn it over, the Chargers could be
What do you
walking
think the spread
away.
is in that game?
I do think the Chiefs will be like 6.5 point favorites just because it's Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs in the playoffs. But ultimately, I have some faith in the Chargers, and it will set us up for the Harbaugh Bowl. Give me the Ravens over the Bills.
Nice,
I
the
think the Ravens
hardball.
finally break through here. Lamar gets it done. And guess what? You don't have to play Patrick Mahomes. So they're happy about that. But I really do like the Ravens more than I like the Bills here. I think Lamar's the better quarterback. I think he will be the MVP. But let's get to the NFC side. I got the Lions beating the Commanders here. I just think, even with the Lions having some injuries, they just figure out a way, time in, time out. And, ultimately the Commanders, they're just happy to be here. They're happy to even be in the divisional round, but it's just too much to deal with this complete Lions team. And on the other side, I got the Eagles beating the Vikings here. Minnesota, while I do think they had a great year, Sam Darnold, whether he's the long term answer, can have a good game here. This will be close, but the Eagles, another one that it's just like they're too complete for this Minnesota team. So let's move to the AFC side. Once again, Big Brother beats Little Bro for the third time in a major game here. Looking back at the Super Bowl, Big Bro won, and now looking back at the 2025 or 2024 2025 AFC Championship game, Big Bro wins again. So give me the Ravens and Eagles Lions. I got the Eagles getting it done here. I'm sticking to my guns here. That was my preseason pick to make the Super Bowl. My actual Super Bowl winning team unfortunately did not make it.
Who was
uh,
that? I forget. I
that
forget.
was the Jets. So yeah, yeah, not ideal, not ideal at all. But guess what? The Eagles get it done, and we got a Bird Bowl where I have the Dirty Birds, the Philadelphia Eagles, winning here. I'm sticking to my guns. I think they're the most complete team here. Jalen Hurts has been in a Super Bowl before where he balled out. I guess what does that say? Oh, that's just a tiebreaker thing. But yeah, where he balled out in that Super Bowl. So I think that's going to be on his mind where it's like, hey, if I play like that again and I just don't have a costly turnover, we may be winning this game. And I like Philadelphia's defense more than I like the Ravens defense. So give me the Eagles to win and, ask me for a score projection. Sure. I think they win 30-20. So yeah,
Wow, man, that's a cute bracket. Hopefully, it goes better than
thanks.
last year's.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I think it will. I didn't go as bold and ferocious. I guess the Chargers is bold having them in the AFC Championship game, but outside of that, it's pretty chalky, I'd say this year.